Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing well today. Did you watch my video yesterday on Where Are We Wednesday? I had so much fun going out to my friend's farm and filming all of their animals. So I hope you enjoyed it. Today, we are going to be talking about a new letter, but we'll do all of that in just a minute. First, let's start out our day the way we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance. So take your right hand, put it on your chest, and here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I hope you said it with me. And now our song, God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Good. Next, we're going to talk about our calendar. So, today is Thursday. Can we spell Thursday together? Thursday. Thursday. April. April. Thursday, April 16th. Let's count to 16 together. We're halfway through the month already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, it's April 16th today. Now, what's the weather? What's the weather on Thursday? On Thursday, Miss Melanie, look out the window. Miss Melanie, look out the window. And what do I say? What do I say? Well, right now, this morning, it is kind of cloudy, but the sun is out a little bit, so it is partly sunny right now. And I saw the weather forecast, and it's supposed to get really nice this afternoon. So maybe this afternoon I can turn it from this page to this page, because I think it's going to be sunny and nice this afternoon. All right. Now, I told you yesterday we are going to be starting to talk about a new letter today. And do you remember what letter I said it was going to be? What is after W? X is our new letter. Here's some words that either start with X or have an X in them. X-ray, xylophone, ox, 6. Here's another xylophone, another X-ray, box, and fox. Now, X makes a kind of a funny sound. It goes x, x. That's the sound that X mainly makes, but it also makes another sound for, like in this one, it's xylophone. Z. It almost sounds like a Z, doesn't it? But xylophone actually starts with an X. But mainly X sounds like x, x. All right, well now we're going to write X. Let me grab a marker, and in your papers that I sent home with you and all of your supplies, I gave you a copy of our X worksheet. So if you can go get that and pull out our X worksheet, we're going to write the X today. Now, I want you to first of all trace over the one that's on the paper. You slant down and go up to the top again and slant down and across the first one. It's pretty easy. Let's trace this one then. Slant down and across. Okay, let's do it again. Slant down, go up to the top again and slant down and across. Now, can you do one yourself? Slant down and across. And that's the uppercase X. You know what? The lowercase x is the exact same thing. So start at the top, slant down and across. Slant down and across the first one. Slant down and across. And now, can you do one by yourself? Slant down, go to the top and slant down and across. Now, if you want to go to the back of this paper, you can do some more X's just to practice. That is the letter X. Now, one of the words that X is used in, or that starts with X, is X-ray. And today, I have got a couple X-rays that I'm going to show you. They're real X-rays. I'm going to move this out of the way. Now, in order to look at an X-ray, you usually need to have a special light. It's called a viewing box. And I don't have one of those at my house, so I kind of made my own view box. So I'm going to turn my lamp on, and I've got some X-rays I'm going to show you. This first one is a chest X-ray. This was my son Christian's chest X-ray when he was a little boy. He had a really bad cough and cold, so we went to the doctor and they took an X-ray. When you get an X-ray taken, you're usually at the doctor's office or at the hospital. And you have X-rays taken when you're not feeling good or if you think you hurt yourself really bad. And an X-ray can show the insides of you, and it shows your bones really well. And this is mainly what we're seeing right here. Do you see this area right here? This is Christian's spine. Here's his shoulders, and this is his upper arm bone right here in his shoulder joint. And that bone moves right there, so you can move your arm. Here's his other shoulder. This is your clavicle or your collarbone. You feel this bone right here that goes across the front of you? That's called your clavicle or your collarbone. But this dark area, do you know what those are? Those are Christian's lungs. When you have an X-ray of your lungs or any part of your body, air shows up dark. So these are his lungs. You see this big blob of air right here? That's his stomach. He hadn't eaten anything today or that day, so his stomach was empty and full of air. So that's how your stomach shows up. And do you see this kind of oval-shaped area? Do you know what that is? That is his heart. So that's what a real heart looks like. And that's what you feel thumping inside your chest. That is Christian's heart. And this little area right here, do you see this kind of dark spot? That is his throat. And here he's swallowing, or he's got air in his throat. And that's why that area is dark right there. And in these little speckles and things, those are blood vessels inside of his lungs. And these little kind of curved areas, do you know what those might be? Feel on your chest. Do you feel those bones right there? Those are your ribs. And that's what protects your heart, and all the vessels inside your chest are your ribs, your rib cage. So that's a chest X-ray. Now I have got a knee X-ray also. This is kind of a side view of your knee. Let me turn it this way. It actually goes like this. And you see, and what letter is that? L. That tells us that it's the left knee. Now, this knee would be taken as if we were standing and putting your knee kind of to your side like this. It's a side view of your knee. And so this is your upper leg, your thigh, or your femur. And this is your fibula and tibia. These are the lower bones in your leg. There's two bones that make up your lower leg. And do you see this bone? That is your kneecap. Yeah, so it looks like it's not even connected, but it really is. Yeah, that is a knee. And in this gray area, that's just tissue on the x-ray, like your skin and your muscle and your fat within your leg that protects your bone. That's what this gray area is. I've got one more x-ray I'm going to show you. This one's kind of cool. Now, I've got these x-rays because a long time ago, I used to take x-rays. I have a degree in radiology, and so these are different x-rays that I took years ago. Now, this x-ray is kind of cool. This is an x-ray of a baby inside his mama's tummy. Now, do you see this area right here, these two rounded bones? Those are the mama's hip bones. And this, do you see this head? And do you see a spine right here? This is a baby inside his mama before the baby was born. This is the mom's spine. And this is the baby. And we were just taking a picture of it to see if the baby was okay. And right here, if you look closely, this is the baby's face. You can see different bones. Here's his arm. Here's one of his legs. He's kind of curled up like a little ball inside his mama. Here's the baby's spine. That was another x-ray. And I've got one last one I'm going to show you. This one is of my toes. I hit my toes really, really hard one time on the end of my bed. And I thought I broke my little toe. So I had one of my friends take an x-ray of my toe just to make sure it was okay. And when you look at all the bones, they were okay. They weren't broken. Those little lines right there, those are normal. There's actually, your toes are made up of several bones. And so I did not break my toe, but it sure did hurt bad. It really hurt. Okay, well, those are some real x-rays. But today, we're going to make an x-ray to go inside our ABC hand art book. So let me grab a chair here. Now, I have texted your mom and dad and asked them to get out a couple of things for this project. And if they didn't get them out, that's okay. You can watch the video and then get the stuff out and do it after we're all done, okay? So first of all, you need a piece of black paper, okay? Because did you notice on the x-rays, the background is black. And what I want you to do is take that black paper and fold it in half like we did the other day, like a book. Can you fold it in half? And then take your scissors and right on that line where you folded, cut the paper in half. Because we only need a half a sheet of paper for this, okay? So you're gonna take just a half a sheet of paper like this. You're gonna put it down. I'm gonna get a big piece of paper and use just because my hand is bigger than yours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on the paper and kind of in the middle of the paper, you put your hand in the middle of your half sheet of paper, spread your fingers out, and then take a gray or a white marker and trace all the way around your hand. I know we've practiced this at school before. So can you take the crayon and trace all around your fingers and come all the way down, and you can even do part of your arm on the paper. Okay, and then lift up your hand and look it. We have an outline of a hand. And it's gonna be what our x-ray is gonna look like. So we've got our hand print, And to make the bones now inside, we're going to take some glue and some Q-tips. And we're going to pretend these are our bones to make our x-ray. So what I want you to do is take your glue bottle. I think a glue stick might work, but I think the glue bottle would really work better. And take some glue and squeeze it down each of your fingers. I'm going to put glue on all of my fingers. And we're making pretend bones. Okay, now can you take the Q-tips and put one Q-tip on each of those lines? Whoops, one flew off. Let me get another one. There we go. We're making our own x-ray, or a pretend x-ray, aren't we? Yeah, I hope you don't have x-rays at home because that would mean that you've gotten hurt or you've had to go to the doctor and have an x-ray. Okay, there. Now, if you have room, do you know that in your hand you have got bones that come down your hand also? And then here in your wrist, there's about 5 bones right in here that make up your wrist too, and that's why you can move your wrist so easily. So if you want to take the glue again, I'm going to put a couple more bones in my x-ray. If you have room, you can do this. If not, just put them in your fingers. I'm going to take 2 more. I'm going to put one here and one here. There we go. There is my x-ray. Now, after your paper has dried, I want you to take that paper and get out your ABC handprint book and take your x-ray and glue it on the page that says X is for x-ray. And we now have an x-ray in our handprint book. We would have done this at school this week if we were still at school. So that is an x-ray. Okay, now one thing we haven't done today yet is look at our caterpillars. Should we see how they're doing today? I've got them sitting back here. And they keep getting bigger and bigger every day. They are eating and eating because they know that it's almost time to become a chrysalis or to make their cocoon. If you look carefully in here, there's some kind of webs-looking stuff in here, and I think they're already getting ready and already starting to get their cocoons ready. But nobody is hanging from the top yet. This guy's really close, but I don't think he's hanging from the top. And then let's look at these ones. This guy's real close to the top, but he still hasn't connected himself to the top yet. Every day we're going to look at these, and one of these mornings we're going to come out here and they're going to be connected to the top of this container. And that means that they are ready to start making their cocoon or their chrysalis. All right. Now, I'm going to read a story today about a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly. This book is called Caterpillar to Butterfly. A butterfly is an insect. The mother butterfly lays eggs. The life of a butterfly begins when its mother lays an egg on a leaf. Most butterfly eggs are green or yellow. A caterpillar grows inside each egg. The caterpillar comes out of the egg. After it hatches, the caterpillar eats its shell. Here's a caterpillar that's waiting for his buddy to come out of his egg. The caterpillar eats leaves. The first leaf that the caterpillar eats is the leaf on which it was born. The caterpillar grows and grows, just like ours are doing. The caterpillar gets very big. To grow, the caterpillar sheds its old skin and gets a new, bigger one. The big caterpillar hangs down from a branch. We don't have a branch in here, but they'll hang down from the top of our container. The caterpillar makes a hard shell. It's called a pupa. It can also be called a chrysalis or a cocoon. The pupa changes into a butterfly. The butterfly comes out of the shell. The butterfly flaps its wet wings so they will dry. The butterfly flies away. The new butterfly lays eggs on a leaf. Here's the eggs on this leaf. And it's a whole life cycle. So this butterfly lays eggs. The eggs hatch into caterpillars. The caterpillar turns into a butterfly. The butterfly lays its eggs, and it keeps going round and round. And that's called a life cycle. So it's the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay. Well, we'll read another book on Monday about a caterpillar too, okay? But tomorrow is Friday, and we're going to do our Zoom meeting. So I'll send an invitation tonight or tomorrow morning to your parents so that they can click on it, and at 10:30 Friday morning, we'll all do our Zoom together. Okay? I'll see you then. Bye-bye.